Hey, hello. My name's Roguelike. Welcome back to Caves of Cud. Today we're going to be finding the anti-gravity boots so we can go and do the Pax Clank quest in the Rainbow Wood. Or, alternatively, we find some Schrodinger pages so the oozes are our friend. One thing's for sure, I ain't doing it without either of those. So, I'm probably going to go spend some time looking around the Baroque ruins. Probably level up a couple times as well along the way. And with any luck we'll find some anti-grav boots, or we'll come back, do some trading, and they'll be revealed to us. Alright, let's check this place out. Right on the edge of the moon stair here. And remember not to push our luck as well though, because things could go... There's a village here. Okay, that is not what I was expecting. I don't think I've ever seen a village spawn in the middle of a Baroque ruin like that. Didn't even know it was possible. Pretty good though. We may... Oh, there's our first look at a Gao. Let's have a quick look around here, see what there is. I may end up taking some quests here as well, actually. Yeah, look. The apothecary is a Gao, which is horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. What do you have on you? Nothing we're too interested in. Why don't we pick up some quests though? Sometimes these village quests can have some... Whoa, hold on. I see something over there. Do you have any work that needs doing? Who do you have rep with, my friend? Hated by Naphtali tribe. Loved by oozes though. I don't really want to get rid of my Naphtali rep because we're going to use that to become friends with robots. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're at minus 150. I don't think it's worth it. What I do see though, if that's a phase cannon. Oh, I would love a... Okay, that's a space inverter, but that is indeed a phase cannon. Let me just take a look on the off chance that one of these down here is also a phase... No, these are both spacer weapons. I would love to have this. This would really change up the game for us. However, disarming it... There is one thing we can try. I don't think I'm going to be able to rebuke it, but... No, it didn't work. I could try that again, maybe, but... Let's take the quest for now. From Slimy Boy over here. What do you want me to do? Something to do with Iron Shank. You want me to find an Emerald Booster Bot figurine in a place called CAC 16th. Let's see what that is, shall we? CAC 16th. We should be able to find that. Let's have a look. Should be there. Okay. You know what? Why don't we go do this now? See what we get. Sometimes you get really nice quest rewards for doing these quests. Glot Hulking Phase Broth. Gives us sticky tongue. More strength if we phase. Alright, cool. Right, are we gonna get there safely? I think we can. There's also a historic site here, which I think we're gonna do today as well. We're gonna have to go there manually through these mountains, but it should be pretty easy going here. Just some snapjaw, it looks like. Alright, so I think we're right on the outskirt. I'm just using my pickaxe here to dig all the way to the edge, because we are in the mountains. There we go. We may have to... Let's see where we are. So now that we're actually in this parasang, you can do something that's kind of cheesy, which is go back to the world map and then re-enter. And you'll have the option to actually go straight to the place that you want to go to. Let's just arm up. Just in case. And let's go see CAC. Alright, here we are. So we're looking for a figurine. There it is. Boom. So we take that back. And that quest in. Is this a village? Or what's the deal with this place? No, I think it's just a random ruin. Okay, we do have a pseudo pod loser over there. As well as that guy. I want to keep my eyes peeled for a overloaded mod today as well, because I want to make all of our Eigen rifles overloaded. It's probably going to set us on fire every time that we fire them, but I think it will be really funny. Freaking acid everywhere, dude. Alright, kind of wasn't worth it, but there we go. Let's go hand this back in. Does anybody remember where the... Oh, I remember where the village was, yes. Memory of a roasted boar. Sure. I'll kill some goat folk along the way. This guy doesn't know I can shoot right through. Oh no. There we go. Getting a big chunk of XP from exploring the deep jungle at the moment. Okay, there's another clip off. Wow, you saw me all the way from over there, huh? Come on, one more. There we go. Another bozo this way. Let's hit him with an old bonk. Wow, you managed to survive my bonk. Proud of you. Get slammed. Get damned. There we go. Alright, let's go hand this in. Alright, we're back. I believe it was you. You're actually a tinker as well. I didn't realize that. That's great. We should do some trading with you. Right, what are you going to offer me? Streamer luck. Streamer luck. A Zetachrome hammer. That's an upgrade. That is a huge get for us. You've served me well. Look at that. One extra pen. Beautiful stuff. We can also mod it at some point. What do you have for, you've got nulling. EMP Mark III is very good. I don't think we know this recipe yet, so... let's get it. Also, look at this. What are these? These could be anti-grav boots. I feel like they're a little bit too expensive. But I guess we'll see. Maybe. Maybe not. I didn't bring any trade goods with me. Oops. Forgot about that whole thing. We can get about halfway there, it looks like. Let me see if I can figure anything out here. Oh no, we can do it with our taco. Taco Suprema time. And I'll take back one of these. Alright. Let's see what we just bought. Please do not break them. Puzzled. Alright, you know what? You can't win them all. Alright, I'm back in the freehold. It looks like they've restocked. I actually want to go back to that village because the Dromad trader there has some really sick stuff. Palladium mesh tabard. Now this... is this a level 2 or a level 3? Ah, it's a level 3. We really want one of those. That's going to increase our compute power, which is going to make our cybernetics even more powerful. Unfortunately, we can't build that just yet. We are too dumb. Let's go see what Tilly has. Probably should get around to cloning her fairly soon. Just a bunch of junk, of course. Alright, I'm going to take some trade goods back to that village. Try and buy some stuff, I think. Alright, back at the village. Let's quickly try and rebuke this one more time. Damn it. Okay, well I did perhaps... I brought a ganglionic teleprojector with me. I may give that a whirl. I always forget though if it's gonna freak out the inhabitants if I use it, but I guess we'll find out. Wait, no, it's not you I want to talk to, it's the... You've heard of Tam, get ready for Tin. Alright. As you can see, they've got a Taco Suprema, but they've got a bunch of stuff here, which I would very much like to know what this is. That's already 3,200, huh? Okay. Alright, let's finalize this trade here. Wait, hold up. That might be a bit too much water for my liking. Let's take a few of these. Maybe not that many. There we go. Perfect. Alright, what did we just buy? Okay, you know, not really what I'm after. That could be something though. This is the high energy thermocask that I mentioned last episode. This is even better than the regular thermocask, obviously. And it's going to be good once we find dithermo beams and we go into a lava build, essentially. We're going to turn people into lava. I will put that back. Alright, not bad. The search continues. Alright, one more thing that we want to try here is we want to give the teleprojector a go. Let's put, I think this will have enough charge. By the way, let's wait 100 turns for it to turn on. There we go. It's attuned. Now, just to be safe, I'm going to pop a Sphinx Salt Injector. And then I'm going to activate the teleprojector. He resisted my domination. Damn it. I thought that might be what happens. He's too high level, basically, for us to dominate right now. Yeah. Alright, well at least we can say we tried. Okay, I'm back down here exploring some ruins. And it looks like we're about to level up, more or less. So let's try and get that going. You're a gallbeard. There you go. You're toast. Let's get some clones on the go. Where the hell did you come from? Wait. Ah, space inverter. Damn it. Really thought that was a phase. Stop this. There we go. We might get lucky and get an antimatter cell down here as well. Please stop. I'll try and extricate myself from this disgusting cloud of corrosive gas. We do have an astral tabby here, but we are friends with them. I'm a little bit worried about Galgals. With any luck, we won't encounter one, but it is quite possible that it will happen. Did you... No, you didn't steal my XP. Right. You must perish, because you're going to cause all kinds of havoc for me. Couple more enemies though, and we should be good. Okay, we have a dervish here. What do you have on you? You have a ceremonial vibro capesh, psionic. That's pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. And we've got an ogre ape as well. Let's deal with him first. Try not to get stun locked. Always a risk. Stupid. There we go. Nice. Hit him with a flurry. We did get the confusion to pop off there from our Gershling fangs. Looking for any chests down here would be probably quite valuable for us. All this lag root. Hungry boy again. Right, what do we have over here? Maybe an Eigen turret. Yeah. And a laser. Ah, we got the what are these things called? They're so annoying. Blast cannons. Hate you. Just gonna stun lock me. They normally blow themselves up accidentally, but it doesn't look like it's happening just yet. There we go. Linear cannon. Take that bozo out. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to go down one more level here to level up. Alright, what do we have? We have a trash abbot. See what kind of gear you have on you. Nothing too interesting. Get bonked. Get donked. Confusion proccing again there. Love it. There it is, level 32. I'll be taking that loot, thanks. Okay, got spacer turret. There could well be a phase cannon that spawns down here if we're lucky. I'm gonna just quickly see what we want to level up. Why don't we just take carbide chef for now. Start getting some ingredients, or some recipes I should say, in our repertoire. You must perish. There we go. Another guy up here. Still no antimatter cell. Down we go. I think it... Oh, there may be a legendary bear here. That's normally what happens when you see a bear like this. We'll see. Might be time to go to that historic site though, honestly. Can I get you from here? Nah. Stop that. There we go. Take these guys out. They still give 800 XP, which is amazing. Okay, we got a Gatling laser here. Boo. Take that. We're making a lot of money from these chem cells, but we can do better. Oh, look at that. We actually did pick up an antimatter cell. We hadn't identified it yet, so that's great. This one is low, unfortunately. So I'm probably going to rip that one apart for that number 8-bit. We have 3 more fully charged antimatter cells. That's great. Let me tear this guy apart. There we go. And now we should be able to make the existing antimatter cells radio powered as well. Don't need to do that just yet though. Okay, what do we smell here? I smell some free loot on the floor. You don't daze me, I daze you. How about that? Another guy. Absolutely eviscerated there. A memory eater. No thanks. I'm already dumb enough. Wait, you're still alive? You still stole my memory. Take that. Friggin' lag root, man. Such an annoying enemy. Got a deep slumber in here. Yeah, I think I might go and do the historic site, honestly. We are hitting like a truck now though, which is excellent. These guys have way more health than I remember them having. There we are. I'll step into the plasma temporarily here, see what you've got. You've got some kind of bow. Masterwork turbo. That's worth a bit of money. It's got a nuclear cell in it as well. Flawless shard mail. Alright, I think I'll see you guys at the historic site. Okay, here we go. Now it's always a bit of a risk going straight in like this, because you might get spawned in the center of the map. Okay. We have some magma crabs here. I mean, these guys are pretty terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting you to be a... Okay, this is gonna be a hot... Ooh. Those red gels and those magma crabs. What's my heat resist right now? 25. Alright, alright, alright. Might be a good idea to install fire suppression. Oh, trining lamprey, of course. Hold on a moment, bud. Take you out. Double magma. Not a great situation to be in, admittedly. I feel like the magma crabs should be slower as well, but they're really not. Stay away from me. Yeah, I'm on fire already. Yeah, might have to come back with a fire suppression system in order to do this, I think. Try and finish these guys off if we can. Just hoping we don't run into anything behind us. It's gonna cause me problems. Right, there's one. There's a memory eater. I see. Oh, that's bad positioning. There's some rubble here. Good time to use our teleport, I suppose. Oh, awesome. You guys are here. What about you? Stupid things. I think we need to work on our quickness a little bit. Yeah. Alright, so I'm just exploring a random ruin here. I've got a boatload of antimatter cells at this point. And there's a Rhinox, which I don't think we fought a Rhinox yet, so let's see how this goes. He does appear to be stuck. There we go. He's going to charge me. Let's make sure that we can try and stun him before he gets to us. Are you still stunned, my friend? You are. Hit him with a flurry. Hit him with a bonk. There we go. Anyway, the reason there's a deposit box here, which... Okay, surprised we don't already have one of those, honestly. And it looks like we did just... There's a Rhinox maul here. Pretty nice weapon, but quite heavy. And I think the Zetachrome is even better. Yeah, I think that's all there is here. I might pop back to the stilt real quick, hand some books in. And then keep looking for those boots. Currently lost, but why don't we make our very first inspired meal here? Let's get some stuff preserved. All these tart beard glands as well. And let's see what we can make here, shall we? Why don't we go for... How about a nice electrical... There we go. Electrical resist for a whole bunch of turns. Straight up electric resist. I like that. That's going to be pretty useful at some point, I'm sure. Look what we have here. We've got a legendary godhead, which means robot rep. Let's speak to them. There we go. Rep went up by 100 there with robots. Crab rep went down. Who cares? There you go, bud. Have some of that. What have you got for me? Nothing. Alright, not bad. I'm going to remember this time to make a recoiler over at the stilt as well. I can't believe it. This is the third time in a row I've just been lost. Bing bong. I just killed a legendary Pewter's Templar here. Look what they dropped. Couple of those bad boys. It may be time for us to start chowing down on some drops of nectar. I'll take that as well. And you know what? Screw it. I'll take... That and that. I'll probably rip those apart. Never mind, I'm gonna have to rip them apart right now. There we go. Why don't we take apart some of these Eater's Nectar injectors? Both of them. But we now have 3 drops of nectar. I think I'm feeling brave enough to use one of them. We could use a Sphinx salt, but there's really no point since it is seeded. So let's do this. Give me a drop of nectar. 25% chance. One more. I'll keep one in my pocket at all times. Again, 25% chance to proc. Bing bong. +1 to all 6 attributes. Hell yeah. Alright, let's get this done. Make a reprogrammable recoiler. And in it, I'm going to put an energy cell. We'll use a nuclear cell. And then we're going to imprint it. There we go. Can now jump back here absolutely anytime, no problem. Take my books. Nice. Alright, I'm going to do a once over here. Alright, so this is our very first unspecified Schrodinger page. That's a real good find, for sure. 113 chem cells, wow. You know what, it might be time soon to go after maybe the other pearl. Don't think we really need it, but... Now, that unspecified Schrodinger page is probably going to get cloned. And I may use it on the oozes, since having ooze rep is good anyway. We could also use it on robots similarly. And I think we're done. Yeah, there wasn't really much here. I do want to go check out this legendary Gutsmonger down here. And then yeah, I'm probably going to start using my polygel, I think. Alright, the Gutsmonger doesn't restock, so I'm coming back here because I actually just found some Reshef lore. And there's level 33. With an attribute point on top. I think I want to go intelligence here, because once we get to 29 we can learn Tinker 3. So also going to give us a whole bunch more skill points to spend. Yeah. Let's get some stuff here. Grab bow and rifle, since we are using rifles at the moment. Grab Duke as well, because it's just a good skill to have. And you know what? I never get this normally, but let's get Calloused for 1 extra AV for free, taking us up to 20. Well, I think I'm going to just use my polygel right now, since we could really do with some better trades. I wanted to hold off until I had one more, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon, so we're just going to make a whole boatload of cloning draft here. I'm going to make sure that we pour both of those water skins into each other by going to P and then pour into another container with A into that, both drams. We should now have 4 drams in a single container. There we go. And then we're going to use the final polygel on that container to make 8 drams of it. And I'm probably just going to clone the hell out of Bep and Tilly at this point, I think. Alright, so you know the drill here. Select it. Pour it nearby. Select Tilly. Make sure you click 1 dram. Wait a while. There we go, we now have 2. And basically it's just a case of rinse and repeating. 1 more dram there. Beautiful. Alright, I'm going to use my absolute most willpower here to just clone Tilly 5 times, and then I'm gonna go and clone Bep 4 times. This is gonna give us hopefully all the tinkering recipes that we'll ever need, as well as some cybernetics as well. Oops. Let's pay attention here. Port nearby. 1. Bep squared, baby. Alright, we're back in the ruins, and look at this. Another clone of Sard Amos down here. This time he's got crystal gauntlets on. There's also Willy. There's also a bunch of memory eaters here, which is annoying, but I'm just doing this to basically pass time until all of our new traders restock. I feel like this guy should be able to take out these memory eaters pretty easy. Okay, he is now mad at me though. Let me try and bring him up. What are you using? You've got a warhammer. That's the most dangerous kind. You can stun lock me if we're not careful. Just kidding. There we go. I will be taking those. Thank you very much, sir. Right. I'm going to continue clearing this out for a little while. Pass some time. And then get the hell back out there and find these goddamn boots. Alright, we just found our very first exoskeleton here. Gonna give us some extra strength. We can also mod it. I'm kind of tempted to wear it, honestly, since what we're currently wearing on our back here. Well, we have a free slot basically, so there's no reason to not grab this. And extra strength, lovely. Let's also put a an antimatter cell in there, and I believe we can, yeah, we can also mod it to give us some extra dodge value here. We can make it gesticulating, which I don't know how that will work because we're already using it on here, so I might give it a whirl anyway. We're currently at 36 strength. Jacked, reinforced. Let's go gesticulating. Okay, we actually lost strength there because it unequipped our gloves. Okay, well, lesson learned. I guess we'll rip that apart. I thought somehow we could get away with that, but no, it turns out you definitely can't. There we go. Alright, this is a bit spooky. I think these are anti-clones. Yeah, anti-trining lamprey. I've got an anti-trining lamprey there. And yeah, even though they belong to highly entropic beings, they're still not my friend. I probably don't want to get involved. Which means I may just go straight downstairs here. Assuming we don't accidentally aggro them. All thanks to one of these losers. Look at all of those lamprey. What the heck, man? I ain't never seen that many in my life. Are you gonna aggro me if I go downstairs here? No, I think we're cool. Okay, there's some gear on the floor over there. What we got? We got an ogre ape. Let's bash him before he bashes us. That is not how I wanted that to go. I hate you. We really need a shield so we can make the most of Shield Slam. Got pretty unlucky there on our rolls. I'll give him the old badoing. Alright, what do we have here? Full flawless set on a mouldering corpse. Not gonna lie, this is very tempting, however it's gonna use a hand slot. I think I'm gonna leave it. Alright, I'm down 18 strata deep. We're about to level up again. Let's take out these ogre apes. Bada boom. There we go. Level 34. I'm looking for a pair of like helping hands, so I might just take out all of these because they can have them. 9-fold boots. Not the boots we're looking for, but something to sell at the very least. Lucky we killed him in one hit there. I forgot who I was fighting. And I've got my what do we have there? Nothing much. I've got my pickaxe in my offhand because we keep finding a whole bunch of chests hidden in the walls like this. This one has nothing. Excellent. But I'm considering just doing the quest in the Rainbow Wood, just running really quick basically and hoping I get there in time. That said, I am having a blast exploring as it stands. Get that confusion gas the hell away from me. There we go. Yeah, not having much luck finding any chests. We are picking up some trade goods along the way though, which is nice. I don't think we've got much to ID in our... We picked up a tri-hologram bracelet. That's really all there is. Bunch of memory eaters. Been having some issues with the Trining Lamprey as well. There we go. I think I'm going to fight my way up now. And hopefully find some boots along the way. Alright, look at this. This could be worth our while here. This is a phase cannon tinker. It's unfortunate with all of the Trining Lamprey here. But I'm going to kind of let him do his thing. There we go. And then I'm going to hopefully... how are we going to take it? I could try and rebuke them. I don't think it's going to happen. I could learn long blade dueling stance, swipe. That is a possibility. But I don't know. I don't think that's going to work. Friggin' Trining Lamprey everywhere, dude. I do also have the teleprojector, but again, that's not going to cut it. I need to devise a plan here. Here's the thing. Right now, we don't have the skill points to pick up long blade, dueling stance, and swipe. We're going to need 100. We're going to need 500 points to do that. But I may mark this on my map and come back later. 10 strata deep. It's the first actual phase cannon tinkerer we found, so... I'm going to put that down there. And I will mark it. But I'm going to continue my fight upwards here. Try and leave without getting blasted by this... Man, those phase cannons are scary though, aren't they? Might have to teleport out of here, I think. Oh, it looks like, yeah, it's going absolutely ham with the phase cannon. Okay, one did just get destroyed. You need to go. There we go. Yeah, might come back with some normality as well. Let me try and find a way to leave here. Need to get far enough away from the there is a stairway up, actually. I'm just going to go for that and hope we don't get absolutely destroyed by this phase cannon. Our dodge value is not bad. 7 DV right now. Alright, crisis averted. Oh, not bad. Look, we just found a pair of transkinetic cuffs on a mouldering corpse, or a charred corpse here. These allow us to set our preferred temperature. So we can set up temperature low if we want to avoid getting set on fire, like in that historic site, or vice versa. And there's also another tri-hologram bracelet there as well. Not bad. That's what it's all about, finding those corpses. There's also a chest here, but it's probably not going to have much. You know what? It's not bad. Hold up. Stupid bats are ruining everything. Let me see if they'll come around here. There we go. Take all that. Uh-oh. We need... Luckily, I'm stood right on the stairway here. We gotta go. Ooh, please do not come upstairs. Oh. What do we do? What do we do? We can't beat a Gal. I can't do anything. I can't do anything. What do I do? Let me think. I can teleport. I can teleport. Wait, no I can't. I unequip my dagger. Alright, wait. Alright, all I can think right now. If I equip that, that's going to use a turn. I think all I can do is use my precious Yonder Cane. And hope that we can get the hell out of here before this bozo. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe with your mouth. Use the herbery. Alright, okay, that guy's probably gonna be coming up the stairs. I don't know how that guy can go upstairs, but he can. Now, aha, ho, ho, hee, ha. Now we equip my dagger, which has... Let's see, is the Galgo attacking me from downstairs? I don't know, I don't care. I'm gonna skip one more turn. Okay, and again, let the Fall Creek catapult shoot. Think we're okay. Think. And very heavy emphasis on the word think. Give me my goddamn teleport. Oh, mama. Gobble it. Good. Keep moving. Alright, lesson learned. Oh, there's an astral tabby here. Good thing I'm friends with cats, otherwise they'd be a nightmare. Ooh, did we do... I think we survived our very first encounter with a Galgal. Now let's pray there are no more along the way. There's actually some really annoying enemies here. This is not ideal. Come here. You! What a game. Alright, I'm probably gonna have to eat some memory loss here. That's a vigor sap. We don't really care too much. Actually, no, we do. Kill those guys first. You can eat my memory when you want, bozo, but... Wait. This is a tree. Yes, that I can use to my advantage, yes? Can indeed use it to my advantage. It's a shame I'm losing all my memory, but... Sometimes it just happens. There we go. Good stun. Finally. 2 ogre apes, though. I'm gonna probably have to rely on my teleport again. I fear I may have bitten off slightly more than I can chew. Preemptive. Okay. Take out these losers. Actually, not too bad. Now stand here. Alright, we got stun. Where? Stop doing that. I can't believe we survived a Galgal. Alright, I'm gonna get to the surface. Found a Dromad down here. They do have boots, which could possibly be the boots that we're looking for. Please be anti-gravity. Step slowers? Step sowers, exactly. What are you doing, step sower? Alright, almost back at the top now. I chose to fight my way back up because I want loot, you know? There we go. It's finally time to kill. What is this? Blast cannon. Yeah, I don't think so. Mark that as scrap. There we go. Grab that antimatter cell as well. Huge. Alright, the loot is good. We definitely came out of here with an obscene amount of money. And with any luck, once we get back home, Tilly and Bep will have restocked their inventory. Back on the surface. Let's go. I did get so many memories eaten, though. It's like I have full-on dementia at this point. Don't you dare. You can get out of here as well, idiot. Right, let's just clear this area and then get the hell out of here. Spent long enough here. Wait, what do you have on you? Nothing. Stop! I'm gonna lose all my memory. Take that, get bonked. Alright. Gonna have to fight these. Ah, you know what? Memories are for losers. There we go. Am I good? I'm good. Oh, what a journey. Alright, back we go. Hot damn. What a day. That Gal was such a close encounter. Alright, Bep. You've got everything. What do you have for me, bud? Show me. Yes, this is what we need to start stockpiling. Palladium electro deposits. 20 units of compute power to the local lattice. And what that means is it's going to make our penetrating radar even better. We'll absolutely be buying out as many of those as we can. I'll also grab high capacity, because why the hell not? And 2 number 6 and a number 7, please. Damn, those tri-hologram bracelets are worth a pretty penny, huh? Should be good. We are at our very limit when it comes to our weight capacity right now. Just looking for some new, more giant hands. Phase harmonic. I do love me some phase harmonic. However, because we're friends with cats, I don't really think that's needed. Because astral tabbies are really one of the only thing that would make me want to buy that. Got some jewellery. What do you have here, bud? Ooh, that's not cheap. Are you kidding? That was such a rip-off. Plexi Weaver already know. Serene Visage could be good. Reduces the cooldown of Meditate. Requires both the head and face. You lost me. Right, let's learn high capacity here. I'm going to go and install my Palladium electro deposits in a moment. I know we didn't get the main quest done today, but that's okay. I actually had a blast. Oh, a second Zetachrome hammer, nice. I had a really good time exploring those Baroque ruins. Some kind of rifle there. A Zetachrome battle axe. Alright. Give me some polygel. I dare you. Uber Nostrum, we should probably take that. This is why I grabbed so many of these chem cells, like they're worth basically 40 drams each at this point. Yes, you know what, I'll pony up a little bit of that. Weird artifact. Anti-gravity boots. Finally. Mamma mia. Take one of my hologram bracelets, please. Can't believe we finally found them. After 20 years of searching. Anything else? Nope. What about the original Tilly? What have you got for me, bud? Nout. Nada. Bing bong! That's what it's all about. And I'll grab that for good measure. Why not? An engraved spacer rifle. Number 6 and number 4. This is, okay, this is good. This is excellent. This is poggerific, as the kids would say. Let me take a little bit off of that. I do want a bit of overflow though. There we go. We just got a polygel. Which means, I believe I'm going to use that polygel on my... Where is it? My Schrodinger page. And I'm hoping... Otherwise I'm going to absolutely biff this. I'm hoping that's going to give us enough to become friends with robots. Because I'm terrified of robots. Rightly so. Alright, there we go. That's all we need. They're now indifferent to me. I'll keep that in my back pocket. We have our anti-grav boots. We also have a new powered exoskeleton. Which is extra strength. I'm not going to make this one gesticulating this time. Take a high capacity nuclear cell, my friend. Let's make this one... We could do reinforced with some extra armor. You know what? Why not? Armor is armor. Alright, let's go and install these electro deposits. To finish up today. Which means as soon as we start next episode, we're going to go get the main quest line done. Let's start by putting them in here. We've got a pretty good collection of cybernetics going on right now. Now this uses 3, I believe. So we're going to have to uninstall something. And what I'm also curious about, right, is if I stand... Alright, with penetrating radar right now, I can see up to this stool, I believe. Yeah, anything beyond that is included by the wall. So let me install this electro deposits. Let me uninstall... I don't want to uninstall any of those. They're all pretty central to my build, right? I guess night vision. That gives us exactly the amount we need to install the electro deposits. Remember, if we install them in our head, I believe we get extra intelligence from them. Okay, the penetrating radar's in my head right now. Hold up. Let me uninstall penetrating radar and see if we can put that elsewhere. Beautiful stuff. Put it in your arm. There we go. Now we'll install the palladium electro deposits in our HID. Cool. So yeah, we can now see one additional block. It might not seem like a lot, but since we've now foregoing the night vision, I think it's pretty important to have. Also, let's just check. Did we get the extra intelligence? We did get the extra intelligence. I don't think that means... Man, look at the skill points. Can we actually grab... I don't think we're going to be able to grab Tinker 3, but... Never mind, I lied. Ooh! You've given me some good options here as well. These are all pretty good. Nanon fingers are great for dismembering stuff. Leyline puppeteers are good, but they do scare me a bit. You have to power them with neutron flux, I believe, as well. I'm taking these. Oh, man. Let's take a look at this. Basically, this is going to increase the... I'll show you. Wait, not on you. The likelihood of certain effects happening. I actually don't think I have anything that I can put. Why don't we check it this way? Your weapon's percentage base effects are 3 times as likely to occur, including the base chance for critical hits. So they're pretty beefy things to have. Anyway, ladies and gents, we're going to end here. When we return, we finally have our boots, which means it's time to go into the Rainbow Wood, show Pax Clank what we mean business, and then get the glider built, and then enter my favourite dungeon in the game, which is Tomb of the Years. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I encourage you to hit the like button. It helps out tremendously. Subscribe for more Caves of Cud. And until next time, take it easy.